Hello, and welcome to my latest video, and a Merry Christmas. Oh, well, Christmas is almost finished. Actually, Christmas is finished. So here's a Merry Christmas for 2024. It's about time I did a Brompton video. Now, you may have seen, and this actually is my second most popular video, and that is 10 reasons not to buy a Brompton. And if you haven't seen that, I suggest you watch it, because it is gobshitingly funny. And it gives you 10 genuine reasons why you should not be buying a Brompton in 2023 or even in 2024. Anyway, I made the video not having taken my own advice, and I do have a Brompton. So what do you do when you've got a Brompton? Well, you've got to buy shit. Okay, there's no point riding it around, because it's, it's hopelessly uncomfortable, it's slow, it's tiring, it's heavy as a dead seal. And, you just look like a complete knob walking into a cafe if you haven't got a MacBook Air under your arm and a Brompton under the other. And I've got a Brompton, but I haven't got a MacBook Air because my eyes are shit, so I can't see the screen. But anyway, you get a Brompton and you buy shit. And what's one of the first things that everybody says you've got to buy? You've got to go to IKEA. And why do you go to IKEA? You go to IKEA because you've got to get one of these. What is this? This is called a Dimpa Bag. It's a D-I-M-P-A bag, Dimpa Bag. And if you're like me and you like to pimp a bag, then you buy a Dimpa Bag and you pimp it up with all kinds of bling, or you put, felt tip marks on it, you write your name on it, you put all the destinations that you've been with your Brompton, whether it's, I don't know, whether it's Berlin, or it's Rome, or it's Kuala Lumpur, or it's Coventry, or I don't know, Winchester, somewhere like that, where you can take a Brompton and you can ride through the city streets to your heart's content, but you've got to have an IKEA Dimpa Bag in order to do it. So I'm going to show you how, and I've done this before, I'm going to show you how you put your Brompton into the Dimpa Bag. So when you are lucky enough, or even more enough, to buy yourself, can you hear that? All you can hear is rattling plastic, incidentally. They used to get oil from Wales, I believe. So, and they use oil to make plastic bags. So it took a million, maybe not a million, maybe 1,000, maybe not 1,000, 100, maybe not 100, but it took 10 whales to make one Dimpa Bag. And then they found you could get oil out of the ground, because all the whales had fossilised into the ground, and all the oil that was in the whales turned into oil, and that's when, for some reason it was all in the Middle East and Venezuela and the United States and places like that, places that didn't need the money, funny enough. Why couldn't they give oil in the ground to all the poor countries? Why couldn't, Sudan? Why couldn't Sudan have massive untapped reserves of oil so they could get some money? Why does it have to go to all the rich countries like Saudi Arabia and the United States and Venezuela and places like that? Anyway, go figure. So, here's the Dimpa Bag, and if you buy a Dimpa Bag, next thing you need is a Brompton. Now, you can try it with, oh God, this thing is heavy. This is a Brompton. This is a Brompton P-line. Now, you can try and put other kinds of folding bikes into the Dimpa Bag if you want, but I haven't got any other kind of folding bike. I've only got this Brompton bike, so I'm going to have to try and do this. And I believe you can also do road bikes. You can't do mountain bikes. Mountain bikes won't fit, but you can get like a triathlon bike, a BMX bike, a recumbent, a recliner, that's a chair, isn't it, that old people sit in. Why don't they get, here's a thing for you, right, for the care homes. Instead of recliner chairs, get recumbent bikes, so they can kind of lean back like this, can't they, so they can rest their backs, but they can get some exercise at the same time. There's an idea there for any budding entrepreneurs amongst you. So what I've got to do is find a way to get this bike into this bag, and I'm not quite sure how you're supposed to. There. Where's the? start. So we're going to try and get this in here. And I mean, this is a. Oh, actually, look, this kind of fit, doesn't it? This is a P-line. Well, does it fit? Oh. This is a. I mean, you know, would you? Oh, good stuff. I was going to say, let me take the pedal off. There you can see this, you know, quick release pedal, so I've taken that off. I'm going to leave that at home because one of the things you have to do is if you take your bike to Berlin or somewhere like that, it's a good idea to leave the pedals behind. Now, I mean, actually, no, it kind of works, doesn't it? Look. Look. Oh, I'm cooking with gas now. What I might do, if you see, you could leave your. I ain't fucking going to Berlin like this. I mean, by the time I get on the plane, I'm going to be absolutely exhausted. I get off the plane, I'm carrying this poxy thing like this, right? I mean, I mean, can you see me? I mean, you're going through the security, you know, the security barrier. You know, you go through that kind of archway where they have all the pretty flowers, all the wisteria and that, and you've got two fat security guards who run this thing over you. But I do like that with that pretty, especially when you put it between your legs because there's a kind of vibration to it. Anyway, never mind that. So, I mean, you're going through the security arch, right, like this, and the bloke says to you, "Are you carrying any metal?" No. He says, "Take your watch off." You know, I've taken my watch off. And he said, "Take your belt off." No, take your belt off, your trousers fall down. He says, "Take your shoes off." You can take your shoes off. He says, "Take all your jewellery off." You take all your jewellery off. He says, take your nose studs and your earring studs and anything you might, any appendage you've got, take it all out, you know, your Prince Albert. Leave it in the tray, put that through the x-ray machine, then you're going through like that. He says, "What the fuck you got over your arm?" And you say, what do you think, mate? I've got Brompton in the Dimpa Bag, don't you know anything? And he's going to say, "Oh yeah, okay, where you going? Berlin?" "Yeah, Berlin." He says, you haven't got a MacBook Air." And you say, "No." And he says, I could afford the Brompton, but I couldn't afford the MacBook Air. I've got an Amazon Fire tablet. He says, "You can't go into an achingly cool Berlin 1930s cabaret themed cafe with a Brompton over one arm and a fucking Amazon Fire tablet under the other." He says, "Go home, mate, go home." So that's it. The Brompton, they are on my shoulder in a Dimpa bag, and yeah, it works. It's not easy. It's not, fuck at me. It's not light. It's not comfortable, but it fits. £3, incidentally, in IKEA. Now, you can get them on eBay. They charge a fortune for them on eBay. Now, you might say, "Well, we've got to buy it from eBay, June, because we can't get to IKEA." Well, okay, I understand that. If you can get to IKEA, go to IKEA. A Dimpa bag costs you £3, pay another 50 quid or so, and you can pimp it up. You can get a Dimpa bag. But don't buy it on eBay because it's a rip-off. No, I think it's just people who go down to IKEA, buy a load of Dimpa bags, and then they sell them on eBay as a perfect Brompton transport bags, which, as you can see, they are. Well, I wouldn't put it in the hold of the airplane. So, there you are. Thanks for watching. See you next time.